My name is Ian Walsh, and this is the Moment Money Matters with Hard Money Bankers. Day three, going to talk about something a little bit outside of real estate. It involves real estate, but more importantly, it involves probably anything that you're doing if you're trying to move forward in life. And I'm joined with Jeremy Bowers, who is none other than a guy that can tell you more about this, as this is what he lives and dies by. And we're going to call this the growth minded interview. So, what we're going to talk about is, if you're not growing, you're dying, right? Yep. That's the deal. Yep. So, how do you retain? I mean, besides the sweet T-shirt that we wore T-shirts today, so perfect. We'll call this video "Dream It, Plan It, Live It."
Live it.
I like it.
One life organization.
I like it. So, how do you live and sustain in a growth mindset? I mean, we've all seen. A lot of us have seen actually your daughter's videos. She's how old is she?
8 years old.
She's 8. She could easily run any company in the city at this point. So. It's impressive to watch her videos because Jeremy has, they do a lot of things not just in business but in their family to remain in a growth mindset. Like he lives what he talks about, literally. So, Jeremy, talk about being growth minded and how people can embrace that.
So first off, it doesn't matter what your educational level is. I got a 680 on my SAT score, so you got 400 points for writing your name on it. Problem is, I just didn't understand reading the stories and they're connecting different things. It was boring to me and never was a big test taker. So the point of this is, it doesn't matter what you got in your SATs, doesn't matter what your educational level is. What's most important is, what's your why? So there's a great book called Start With Why, Simon Sinek. I would recommend that as tip number 1. Tip number 2, my dad's slogan that he thinks he created, but it's already on the internet, but I know he doesn't know because he doesn't have the internet, is talent beats hustle. Hustle beats talent and talent doesn't hustle. Hustle beats talent and talent doesn't hustle. So that's tip number 2. You got to think about that. So if you have that type of mindset up front, you can have that growth mindset. My daughter's 8 years old. All she knows is real estate, mindset, leverage. It's all she's around. My wife's a realtor. Been 2 years in the business this year. She already did 6. She'll probably do $12 million just by herself, and she has a balanced schedule. She's definitely working on it, just like me, constantly working on it. We don't have the perfect life. But here's what we do differently. I'm part of an organization that's done this. I've always done this. My goal this year is read 20 books. Never read a book in high school. Number 2, my mornings are my most important part. So if you're looking for a growth mindset, you have to find that why. What's your why? What's driving you? And if you do, you can put these actions in habit in place. There's 5 of them. Meditate, journal, exercise, what are you thankful for, and working out at least 15 minutes. I got those tips from a book called Slight Edge. And if you take those tips and put them into your life, you'll achieve it. So I'll give you an example right now in TCS Investments. I'm figuring out where we're going to go, and then I'm building it backwards. I'm not worried where we are today. I'm worried where we want to go. So when we're done, we're all similar in where we want to go. I'm figuring out where we want to go and building it backwards. That is a key aspect to growth mindset. And that all comes back to what is your why. And if you don't know what your why is, what you're going to do is you're going to live a life of reactiveness. Most people want a balanced life. The challenge is they go to work, they get hit all day long from clients, they get all day long from their boss, and they start off in the wrong footstep because they get up too late, they don't eat right, they don't work out right, they don't do those 5 steps. And they get to work, and some negative person or client gets them off in the wrong foot. There's a saying, the person who talks to you first in the day, if you allow them to get you off on the wrong foot, you're going to have a bad day. So if you start your day off that you control it and you have that mindset, that growth, where you want to go, people won't get you off. So picture your life every day. You're dodging and weaving, trying to figure out which way to go. You can figure that out if you only have 5 tasks. So when I was doing my old job, we were doing about $250 million in sales, and what I was doing was over those 6 years, dodging and weaving. I learned how to say no. I learned how to have a schedule. I learned what my why was. I learned how to help other people. Most importantly, I learned how to be proactive. It drives me nuts how to be reactive. So if you're living a life of reactiveness right now and you don't have a proactive, balanced life, family and personal, you can message us and I'd be willing to point you in the right directions. On the family side, we're trying to put this in place, and it's going pretty good. On Sunday nights, we have what's called a family mastermind. And that mastermind for 15 minutes, that's it. Read a positive article, and we ask each other what we learned about it. And then we each journal in a book. Then each day we have a couple different steps that we try to do. My daughter has a check mark system. She's 8 years old. She can make about $10 a day. And this girl's going to make some money, right? I'm okay paying it. She gets $1 per habit. So last night she ate very, very well. She gets check marks for that. Today she ran in the morning with my wife and I. And guess what? She didn't want to run, right? But she doesn't understand. We have fun with it, and it's getting her in the habit of getting in better shape for tennis, soccer, and basketball. That's how life is. As a kid and an adult, as long as we trick our mind, we can achieve it. The problem is we try to overcomplicate it. So in the morning, she gets paid on eating, brushing her teeth, getting ready, journaling, 3 points if she does a video, listening to Cleve Maddox, which you pay $50 a month if you have a family and he's a kid, it's going to make $1 million by the time he's 16. By the time this girl's 12 years old, if she wants to do it, nothing's forced, I will have her listening to Grant Cardone, Sales University. I will spend $10,000 to $15,000 a year on her. And don't take us wrong if your kid's getting private education. I'm not putting my kid in private education. I want to put her in public school where she's getting dealt with every single thing in a day and she can deal with versatility. And then I will teach her how the world works. I was lucky to try to figure it out and had some very good parents, but it wasn't explained to me correctly in the sense that no one really figured it out and sat down. That's what I'm trying to do with my daughter. So if you have a family and you want to try to figure out how the world works, let us know. I'll point you in the right direction, some organizational books. And if you're a person, you're just trying to figure out how to balance your life and you don't want a reactive life, then hit me up and I'll leave you with a couple books as tips.
Man.
Slight Edge.
Okay.
Eat That Frog. 21 Ways to Stop Procrastination. Compound Effect, Darren Hardy. And Start With Why, Simon Sinek, Sinek. You start off with that, you hit us up, sky's the limit. Remember, dream it, plan it, live it.
I love it. How do they hit you up, Jeremy? How do they get hold of you?
215-370-9107 or just shoot me an email, jeremybowers@gmail.com, or on Facebook, just type in Jeremy Bowers or Jeremy Bowers Coaching.
Great. Ian Walsh, Ian at hardmoneybankers.com, and that's a lot of information for you.